Hey y'all, welcome back. Here we have the airplane stand from HobbyKing. I'm sure you saw the screen cap, so you already know what it is, but waited for it to get back in stock. It finally did, so I finally got one. GB Linden's got one that I've been kind of jealous of him taking to the field and using, so I have one I made myself out of PVC, but it's not quite as flexible, so to speak, as this one with how it adjusts. There's nothing really on the box, so we're just going to open this up, show you what you get and how to assemble it. That's all that's in there. And a little bag of hardware. We'll get these babies unwrapped. Here's all the parts. Here's what you get. So here's the center section that will be your flex. You see it didn't come with a manual, but I think this is pretty easy to figure out. We'll figure it out together here. Then you got some legs here. So these will be your bases, right? So next we'll assemble it and we'll show you how that goes. Alright, so where I'm going to start is I'm going to put the airplane holders onto the end of these here. So these you're going to use the longer screws for that, and then the shorter ones will be going down in through the bottoms into here. I didn't see a manual on the website, so I'm not really sure where the washer's supposed to go. Everything looks thick, but since this one's thinner, I think I'll put the washers on that one because it's adjustable. This one, not so much. It's a one-shot deal. So that's where I'm going to start. So you're going to fold this back a little bit, poke that baby in there wrapped by foam. Now we're going to take these long screws and kind of thread them in there and then screw them in. Now we're going to repeat the process for the second side. And then snug it up with the wrench. Grabbed one of these with a ball end on it, get it to a spot you can see here, so that I can get in there at an angle to tighten that up. It speeds the process up a little bit. So next I'm going to put the legs on this thing. So pretty much just going to put a washer on the short screw. It's got these little cleats sticking out, so that piece has to get right in the middle of those. Makes it a little more fun. There we go. Don't want to get it too tight, so we got to get the other one lined up just right. So I'm going to get them snug, and that's going to be good enough for me. So now I'm going to repeat the process on side 2. Okay, now I see where you could stagger them, which I guess makes sense. So maybe don't tighten them both up right out of the gate, because that way you can get these to line up to be centered. I mean, they don't have to be, it's just a visual thing, but so I'll pivot these so that they're kind of down by each other. And I'll make that one go over a little bit that way, that one go over a little bit that way until they're you know, pretty close when it's collapsed. Just a visual thing, again, does absolutely nothing for anything else. So there, that looks pretty good. Move them both over a little bit further this way, because that's what I want to do. And we're going to call that good. Now I'll snug these up permanently. And I'll just check these for good measure while I have the tool. Easy to do here in the shop, not quite as easy to do out in the field, right? Okay, next we're just going to put the top pieces on. So for that, you see it's got this piece here, so we'll loosen that up. And that's just going to slide into the channel. Like so. And then tighten it up. We'll repeat the process for the other side. Obviously you can put these anywhere in here for your height adjustment. That center screw, so now you'll get it the width you want it to be for stability, and then for the distance apart on the top for where you're going to put your plane in between the mounts, and then tighten that centerpiece down. So let me grab a bird down and I'll show you with an airplane. Okay, I grabbed the plane, it was easy to get to. Just happened to be a 200-mile-an-hour Formula 1 race plane. This is a Nelson 40, no throttle, 20-something thousand RPM. Nitro motor. Anyways, you can see it fits great on that. If you have something longer, you could loosen it and spread it farther apart. If you need to work on the top or the bottom, piece of cake. And it holds it no hands, so big thumbs up from me. Follow links down below in the description if you're interested in one of these sweet stands. I got it primarily for EDFs. I just don't have one down. They're all up in the Raptors right now. But let me grab one other airplane real quick. I can see I can reach. Little E-Flight Apprentice fits in there, no problem. Again, if you need to work on it, I'll be taking it to the field because for some reason the battery hatch is on the bottom of these airplanes. So there's really no good way to do this. Now you have both hands free. Get the batteries in and out. These airplanes with these bottom hatches ought to come with a free stand for kind of the pain in the butt they are. But anyways, there's that. Good to go. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow links down below in the description for everything in this video. And let me know what you think. Thanks for stopping by. Okay guys, so if you are really worried about having these lined up, you can see what I did here. So you'll put the posts, the what would you call it, stand posts or whatever, on the inside of each one, and then it lines them up. If you put them on the outside of each one, they're a little bit at an angle across, which it doesn't matter. Again, just a visual thing like most things, but there you go. Put my gentle lady on there I'm working on next. Something else I was kind of wondering is I'm not totally sure how these little angle pieces are in, but you could always take them off and put them up here if the stand needed to be lower, and then to flip the whole thing over, and then you'd put these on this end. So then you could really suck these really far down and make kind of a really short one. You could use it on top of a table then probably, but if you're just standing up out in the field, this is perfect. These pieces here are right at my waist right now, and I've got them sucked down as far as they'll go. So just kind of another little thinking outside the box for you there, since I didn't get a manual I could find, but pretty easy. So